7/8 Liquor, one of the most fun liquor stores to stop in and just chat.
Ain't that right? They got some cool tasting stuff for us. They have this new Yellowstone that we had to try, get some photos of.
So good.
Very good. And then they have some Knob Creek tastings over there that
We're gonna hopefully be able to check out.
definitely gotta check that out.
Maybe help them pick a bottle.
Look at all that rye. Yummy rye.
I wonder how good these guys do it rye.
Oh, we should probably try that soon.
We should probably try that one, that one,
Yep.
that one,
Yep.
and that one.
Probably should.
Staples in the bourbon game, so maybe they do rye good too.
Man, I hope so.
Definitely these guys.
Gotta try that. Templeton in the new bottle.
Bottle-wise, so I think it's cool. But
Yep.
That stuff.
it's almost got like
The
you
new
said,
one.
that nutty.
Yeah.
Like that
Peanut shell.
peanut
Like if
shell.
you were to like put a peanut shell in your mouth, that's what this has got. Which is also what you can get off of Heaven Hill. Yeah.
Didn't keep a bottle of the Knob Creek store pick when I went to Kentucky, so out of the trip, that was the only one we picked down there.
Sure.
Because we picked the Maker's Mark up here, we then just toured the distillery down there, which was cool. So, but we didn't pick the store pick there.
Is it the same thing that Knob Creek did this time?
When we were down there, we pulled it out of the barrels using the device in the rick house. So they had the barrels like stationed,
Yep.
and then you pop took the mallet, hammered it out of the top to top, basically the hole, and then we distill it out. So there's still like barrel remnants in our samples and our sampling, which was really cool.
Yeah.
But it was like really early because for your palate.
Oh, sure.
It's good that you have like not eaten,
Clean,
not drank, or whatever. So yeah, it was cool. They're like samples were like between 121 and like 128. These are hotter. They're like between like 130 and 134.
So did Makers do something like this then?
Yeah,
How
so
did you
that
get those?
was the stave thick.
Got it.
So that was the uniquer one.
And you just pick what staves you want to put in there.
Yeah, so think of it as like, so they take a beaker, a 10 milliliter beaker, and you select 10 staves, from the options on the staves, right here.
Yep.
And then whatever combination of those 10, they fill 1 milliliter of each of that Maker's 46 juice of that variant into the beaker.
Oh.
So you kind of get a glimpse of what that combination is like.
Got it.
Obviously, there's variability in the aging process.
Right,
So we tried like 8 or 9 different variations and samples that day.
Yep.
We picked it up here in St. Paul. We did it at like a bar. They rented out a space to do it because it's like a 4-month
They just put all
process.
the samples up there and just.
Well, no, so it's a weird one where it's like they're not bringing samples. So like Maker's 46, they have different variants of their juice.
Sure.
So like this is just traditional Maker's 46 French oak.
Got it.
But then these are all other ones that they sell and you can buy individually as well. So like they have Maker's 46 of that, the spice, the burgundy, the French. They're all different.
Yeah.
So you can like Maker's Mark bottles these into bottles. So they take these 5 that they already bottle, and you take the combination of the 5, and they take the staves off of those, and they set it in a Maker's 46 barrel. That's where you get the aged aspect to it, to the flavor profile we want.
That's cool.
So that's kind of how they do this one. So the cool part about that is that, generally speaking, there's probably not the same bottle again.
Sure.
I mean, there's potential for that, but they're not always. So when you're picking from barrel samples, you either get the dumb luck of a really good one, or you're getting 3 really bad ones, and sometimes you even say no.
Yeah.
I mean, it's possible. I mean, it depends. Like, sometimes like a barrel's got its own, name recognition, so you pick one anyway.
Sure.
Like a lot of times, if you get an option of Elijah Creek Barrel Proof, you're probably not going to say no when it was really hot.
Yeah.
Now it's kind of mellowed down a little bit. People are still hunting, the allocated stuff like the C and B.
Yeah.
Because they want to collect them all.
Yep.
But like sometimes, there's one that you don't really like, and you're just like, maybe next time. Maybe we'll try more samples later.
It even happens with like the bookers and stuff like that. It's like some of them are just like, what are you guys thinking?
Yeah.
And then the next, what you get the next one thinking that, it could be the one before.
Yeah.
water, your cylinder, and your samples.
Wow.
With your eyedropper. Properly mixed to the 120.
Look at that.
So what you're saying is, if you wanted to take, because these are at 130.62, 131.68, 134.35, and if you wanted to mix them down to
Yeah,
what
there's
they
a-
will be
there's
bottled
a
at.
guide. There's a guide to do that. We didn't. We did them at cast strength, but he's
Yeah.
saying that that's what he's gonna do. But it's in here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, here you go.
Oh, yeah.
So then you can like water it down based on how many milliliters you want to add to it to get it to a point where it'd be close to that where it's bottled
120,
at.
yeah.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Do
That's
you
what
guys
it's at.
feel like trying it?
We could give it a little nip.
So, there will say A, B, or C on the side.
Okay.
The location of the rick house. Give you guys some samples and give us your opinion.
And this is how you guys pick your barrel pick.
Not all.
Okay.
But for them
Not pre-
specifically, yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. There's some that are very similar to that, where you'll like get a bunch of samples like this.
Yeah.
It could be 3, it could be 7. It varies by company and style.
And then sometimes you just go down there and pick it at the distillery.
Sure. Whoa. Whoa. That's a lot of caramel right there.
Not a caramel, huh?
A lot of caramel.
Yeah, I've still not tried yet, so I'm going to weigh in last.
Have you picked yours?
So, well, you kind of have a general idea of like which ones you like better than the other.
Yeah.
So, I mean, kind of the thought process is to take everybody's opinion on the matter and then evaluate based on what everybody thinks, because then you're evaluating based on more palates in each
Hey,
one.
how are you?
Because my favorite might not
Not
be
too
the
bad.
favorite of you 3.
Absolutely.
Well, I'm not going to buy it the same amount as you 3 would buy. So
Right.
it's important to know what
So
you
if
guys
three
think.
of us pick the same thing,
It makes more sense logistically to
Got
maybe
it.
pick that one. Sometimes we all agree.
Right.
At times when we've agreed like down the line.
We did it with the Russells.
With the Russells, it was like we all picked the exact same
That
one.
was a good one.
Yeah.
And that was out of 7 samples. We all picked the same.
We all tried 7 samples. We all picked the same one. As 1 and 2. We all determined what our favorite 2 were.
Yeah.
So that which was cool. That that shows that like, well, we all have.
Right.
I think that shows we all have good balance.
Yeah.
In theory.
Yep.
Because we all pick the same sample and people like it. I mean,
Yep.
like I said, also you don't get to manipulate that sample, but you do get to pick from it.
That's one spicy pickle. Oh, yes, please.
It would be a different game.
You could do that. That would be amazing. Wow, that's good.
Some strong stuff. Which one was that?
That was whatever one this one is.
Yeah, so make sure you keep them in
Hey.
line. Yeah.
That was a.
Hey.
Getting 6 at a time.
Yeah, so if you wanted to, you might want to put like this. And then we set them on top of the cards as you're going, so then you keep track of what's going on.
That is smart.
I kind of have the same thing going on. Samples for today.
Continue to buy
I love that you can see where it was.
In the rick house.
So.
That is
Also,
so
your
cool.
age statement when it was barreled.
Oh, cool.
So that's how old it is based on today.
Got it.
So they're all within like a couple weeks of each other.
Yep.
So this one's 218, 24, 124, 2014. So they're all about a little over 9.5.
Ooh, that's good.
That's good. I mean, we got a 10.5 in the last one.
Yeah.
But you have to expect that you're not going to get much more than that these days.
But then when do you have to have it in by?
There's not really. On this one, we don't have like a deadline. This
So
is-
by the time they actually
It's gonna
bottle
be
it,
different.
it could be 10 years.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. Probably be closer to the end of the year when they put it
Sure.
thing. But yeah,
Is that finishing A?
That was A.
A is.
A is fire.
That's fire. Tasty. It's got some kick to it.
Wow.
Got some good stuff.
So good. Thoughts on B? Probably should. That'd be
That's a
great.
good idea.
We're doing it correct.
We gotta do it right.
Yeah, especially if it's, like I said, hazmat strength.
Yep. Thank you.
All right, this is B.
This is B. This one's clocking in at 131.68.
I like to try all three of them before I give my thought process. Because it's like you over exaggerate A, and it's like, oh wait, this one closer. That's why I like you do like the blind testing. A lot of times they do this to you, where they put it backwards. You don't know any info.
Good call.
But I mean, that's part of the game. You want to know the difference when you're tasting.
So velvety.
Very velvety.
Not much of that oakiness as the first one.
Sure.
First one's a little bit more oaky. If we're going A and B right now, I like A off the rip before B,
Yep.
but I don't know, like, yeah,
There's
'cause
almost a caramel in A.
in A.
Almost caramel.
Okay, then maybe that's why it is.
In this one, it's kind of got that dark chocolate, like a baker's chocolate towards the end.
Towards the end, yes. 100%. Dang, I gotta do another taste of that. See, man.
This is your spicy pickle here, coming in at 134.35. What's that one? What are you doing? Same stuff?
I'm drinking the same one, but I'm leaving them aerated out for a couple hours.
Oh,
Because I
cool.
did this morning just to see how it changes.
In a good way?
Look at that. Thank you so much.
Not sure yet?
Just curious to see if my opinion changes.
So you said that you had tried them earlier in the day, and then you left them for how long?
For a couple hours.
A couple hours. And you can
Well, the thought process is also see if my palate changes over the course of time.
Sure.
You know, try all three of them in a row.
Yep.
And then kind of see if your thought process stays the same or if it changes.
Interesting.
So, because you don't do that very often. So I'm like, oh, I'll try it out today and see what happens.
I like that. Nose deep in it.
Oh, it's just so good.
C's nose is different. Mmm.
Now that one's got the peanut shell. It doesn't. It's probably because I just did a 130 and a 131, so this one doesn't feel as hot as the first two did.
No. Oh,
It's still toasty, but
it is still toasty around the tongue.
this one is not as velvety as B.
Yep.
It's got a little more of a prickle.
Yes, it does have prickle. And I felt like the A, like it had some prickle, but only like
Yeah.
on the edge of the
Right
tongue.
where you want it.
Right where you want it.
This one's everywhere.
I'm kind of feeling it.
I'm for sure A. The A is fantastic.
And we probably only had an eighth of an ounce.
Yeah, I know, right?
Right.
There's plenty of it anyways.
I may take one more drop of A.
You have to.
Gotta do it.
We need your reaction.
That one.
Put a little extra in there and then do one drop.
Okay.
Just see what you think.
You guys aren't tasting this Yellowstone, are you?
Yeah.
Mind if I join you?
You should join.
Is your store back there?
It is. Just came in today.
Oh.
So, put a little more back of A, and then
Making a video.
a drop of
He's had 10 shots.
Kentucky purified water.
What does that do?
Lowers the proof, just a touch.
Yep.
I don't know how much. Who knows?
Get some more flavors on the palate, maybe.
Could open it up.
All right.
So it's closer to when they bottle it at.
Right.
Because they bottle at 120. So you
Got it.
water it down to the point where it's going to be bottled is the thought process. Because when you're tasting it at 131, it's not bottled at that.
YouTube. Right.
So you're like water it down to the 120 that it might be bottled at. Well, that it would be, yeah.
Are you really choosing the bottle that you'd be getting if you just taste this? Unless, right. Exactly. So the bottle you'd be choosing would be whatever you water it down to.
But it's the same thought as like, buying something that's barrel proof.
Yeah.
Because you can always water it down, but you can't take the water out. So to try it, its natural state is also fortunate.
Yeah?
I think A's feeling pretty nice.
It is tasty.
I feel like that's good. This is, hopefully it's going to be closer. Yeah. You can already tell. It's like lighter on like just the nose.
Yep.
Rather than be more like how it's almost like once it gets too hot, it's like turpentine, kind of like lighter fluid.
Sure. Yeah.
When it gets too hot, sometimes the nose.
Yep.
I mean,
All you're getting is the ethanol.
Yeah. I mean, not creek. I'm saying. I'm just saying in general
right.
when it's a high proof point
Yep.
sometimes.
Especially when it's your first bourbon of the day.
That thing is hot.
Then it's like, that's all I smell is the ethanol. Doesn't matter who the distiller is, it's got some heat.
It still has the spice finish. A little burn.
That was A?
That's A. So it's still got a little burn on the finish, but it's got a nice mouthfeel. You know, where it's like balanced in your mouth.
Yeah.
And it's got like. Yeah, you're right. I think you're right on it. There's like a little hints of caramel.
Yeah.
Just
barely.
Just
there.
barely. Yeah.
It's not quite brown sugar.
No.
It's more on that like sweeter.
Yep.
Like
Just,
more balanced.
just sugar turning to caramel.
Yeah, that A1 is fire. It's just so good.
And for reference, because like I said, I was tasting them in the morning.
Yeah.
I think A tastes better now than it did this morning. Interesting. I don't pick up as much of that like brown sugar that I had the first
Nope.
time this morning.
I didn't have that on this one at all. Even at cask.
I didn't have a good nose at cask for that one, to be
I had to
honest.
like bury myself in it.
Yep.
Yeah, my opinion for sure changed. It's good, but
Are you getting any of the peanut shell on that one?
oh,
That's what I got towards the end. Oh wait, no, this was the like the dark chocolate.
Dark chocolate,
Dark baking,
velvety a little
baking
bit.
chocolate things. Way on the back, towards the end of on the finish. That's what that one was.
Still good though.
Oh, incredible.
Very good.
almost like burnt brown sugar.
That.
Burnt
Yep.
brown sugar.
Yep.
Yeah, because it's got like it's trying to be there.
That's
for
probably what that
Yeah.
chocolate, almost that chocolatey smell was like.
Yeah, that had to
Could
be
have
it.
been that burnt brown sugar.
Mm-hmm. Wow, that's good.
change from the morning to
Yeah.
my order. And I think it's because
Pretty good.
I tried it as where it's watered down a little bit.
Yeah.
It's different.
Because you tried it right out. You tried it right out of the thing this morning. Then you let it sit.
No air.
Yeah.
No air. Just poured it, drank it.
Then you let it sit.
Yeah.
Tried that.
Correct.
That even kind of changed it.
Absolutely. A little bit. Yeah.
So, and now you try it watered.
Yeah.
All right, well then we're all gonna have to go over there and hang.
Roughly where it would be in the bottle.
Okay.
Sure.
Because I think my order's backwards now. Because I think C's now the one I would rule out of the three.
Yeah.
Ironically enough, being that it's funny because it's the proof point the highest.
Yep.
That's kind of your consensus was A or B. Did you have
Well,
a
they're out of your
preference?
favorite.
A would probably be I'd probably lean more towards A, but
Yeah, I think
if I had more time sipping it and whatever. Like that's the thing. Like right now, I'm teetering back and forth. C is probably my least. Still really good.
Yeah, still
But-
drinkable.
Yep.
No issues in that. It's just
No issues.
it's,
But if I have to pick one, right now
I think
I'm
after adding the
leaning A.
water to it, this changed for me
Yeah.
because I thought that like I said, I think they had these switched up in the morning.
Sure.
They had them wrong in terms of what order we tried them, but I think these were still the two we were picking through
Yeah.
this morning.
Yeah.
I think they had them backwards, but I think we took this one over this one at the proof point because we didn't balance it out and add water to make it
Tom
equivalent.
tried them too.
He did, yeah.
Nice.
We had very similar thoughts. Same
Yeah.
thing. Where we're like, I could go either way on these.
Yeah.
I would maybe go with the brown sugar
Sure.
over the caramel.
Yeah, because the
but
caramel's light.
it's light. It's very
The brown
subtle.
sugar's more.
It's, yeah, a little more
It's
prominent.
there, yeah, but yeah.
But that's just because Knob Creek's got it's like usually one of the two.
Right.
A lot of times it's like either that brown sugar or caramel notes
Yep.
to it. So that's just uniformly what Knob Creek is known for. So.
And that big long oak finish.
Correct.
Ends dry.
Mhm.
Yes, ends dry. Exactly. This one really ends dry. I thought.
Yes.
I
Yep.
thought that one really end like it like sits on like the outside of your tongue.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then right at the back of
Back
your
and
tongue
throat,
too.
yeah.
It's like, oh,
Yep. So
where's that water?
let's see. It'll be fun to see what everybody else thinks. Like if somebody comes in and asks, well, what was some elements of why you picked it? You know, it's
Yeah.
got that brown sugar note to it, but
Yep.
also it's like it's from the same rick house as the last one we picked.
Right.
So we had really good success with that one.
Yep.
And I thought this one was just as good as the other samples we
Exactly.
tried. You know, so that's part of it too. Sometimes you got to pick what's going to sell. So.
Wow. What an experience.
Good experience down here at 7/8.
You can't beat it.
No.
You guys always have something going on, and it's always fun.
We just wrapped out here at 7/8.
Sure the heck did, and it was exciting.
Picked up a little secret bottle, nothing too fancy, but pretty good stuff. Did a nice little tasting that was
That was the
next
best
level,
part.
some VIP level type stuff.
Yeah. Not
Um,
many people get to taste through the barrel picks that the store is about to pick.
Yeah, that's
So good.
very special. So we feel blessed about that, but we wanted to bring you along on the adventure
That's right.
to 7/8. We will catch you later. Make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Peace!